Hello from Tulum, everybody. Hello from our very, very dark Airbnb. We just finished our workout, need to eat some grub, but wanted to start the vlog and say hi and give you a little look-see at where we've been staying, what we've been doing, and bring you along for the little adventure, my favorite words to use. So here's our little Airbnb. We're on the ground floor, which was a mistake if you want sunlight in your room. We're like, whatever, it was cheaper on the ground floor, and we just go outside anyway. But when we're like working from here, it feels very dark, you know? Anyway, so you walk in, and there's another bedroom right here. This is the second bedroom, but all of our things have been exploded all over the bed, so we're not going to show you there. But this bedroom has 2 beds. And then we walk in, and here is the main living space. It's absolutely massive. You know, in pictures on Airbnb, like you're just assuming that someone uses a wide angle lens. You're like, there's no way it's actually that big. Like, it's going to be much smaller in person. This place is huge. If you were having like a party or a bachelorette or something, this is pretty crazy. And so we have the 2-bedroom, but they also have 3-bedroom ones. And I'm like, bachelorette vibes, bachelor party, whatever, any kind of party. If you had multiple people, like, honestly, so great. So these curtains do open, but we're like the ground garden floor, and our windows are just covered in trees, which is like cute, but it's also like the hallway right in front of the main lobby. And so we just have people walking by all day long, and we're like, whatever, it's not that much lighter anyway, we'll just keep it closed. So yeah, cute little couch. That could totally, oh my god, if that was a sofa bed, it'd be perfect. Anyway, we booked this Airbnb because Dan and I are both on our programs, so we wanted to make sure that we could cook, bring our meals, do a grocery shop, whatever, and keep up with it. So yeah, when we first landed, we did a little grocery shop. We bought some tortillas, some rice, we got eggs, veggies, some chicken, and we've pretty much just been eating that. Also, like, eating out, obviously, but just trying to keep, like, breakfast and lunch within our meal plan, if you will. And then over here is the bedroom, which is also, like, a mess. Don't mind, but it's very cute. Cute. And then out here, we've got a little patio, and there's a little plunge pool. It's a pool, but it's a bathtub, you know? Here's the bathroom, double sink action. And that's our Airbnb. It's we've been staying at Mystique Tulum, and they actually have a few locations. And fun story about how we found this place. Dan actually follows, well, and now I follow, obviously. Dan follows a YouTuber named Max Tuning. And he's like fitness. He's part of the fitness crew, right?
Pretty much.
But he more so vlogs.
People for sour strips.
Yeah. We've talked about sour strips too, obviously because of Max Tuning. We've bought sour strips, and that's his company and his brand and whatnot. And anyway, so last year, we had actually planned to do this for Dan's birthday last year. And Dan was watching one of his vlogs, and obviously, like, I was watching along too. And he was staying at this place, and it had, like, a fabulous gym. And we're like, oh my gosh, where is this hotel in Tulum? Like, we've been to Tulum a number of times, and we'd never seen this hotel. And we're like, where is this? He didn't say it in the video, did he? He must have not, because I messaged Max Tuning on Instagram, and I was like, hello, Max, like, my fiance is a huge fan. Can you please tell me where you guys stayed in Tulum, because we want to go there? And he was like, oh, yeah, here it is, like, Mystique Tulum, blah, 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 which was so nice. It was so nice of him to reply, so shout out to you, Max Tuning. Anyway, so a year later, we finally booked it, and we came here for Dan's 30th birthday. Obviously, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know everything that's gone down. But so technically we are still here, like, during a work week. We still got our laptops and whatnot, and basically just wanted to add some sunshine in the mix because winters in BC, mind you, we've had a much better winter this year in comparison to others that we've lived through. We feel very lucky to be here on a little break, getting some sun, even though today and the next 2 days, like the last 3 days of our trip, are like total cloud cover. That's the difference between going to like the Cancun side or the Cabo side vacation. The Cancun side, you don't really know what you're gonna get. It can be rainy a lot of the time. Cabo's just like straight sun. But Cabo, you also can't go into the ocean. You pick and choose. We love Tulum. We love the cenotes. We love the restaurants. It's just very good vibes here. So we're here. And we've been hanging out, and that's that. Another thing to note why we booked the Airbnb, like sometimes we go to all-inclusives, but The last time we went was kind of when we were just like starting to talk about this whole new lifestyle program, alcohol, blah, 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 and all-inclusives and like how much you pay for it. Obviously some can be like much more affordable than others, but the whole draw is to have like unlimited food and unlimited alcohol, right? And we just really haven't been drinking and also like keeping tabs on our meal plan and whatnot. So an all-inclusive didn't really make sense. It's a really good way to save money, like especially if you're traveling with multiple people. The Airbnbs in Tulum can be super affordable. A few years ago when we went in 2019, I can't remember if we had 15 or 16 of our friends, all of us, 16 of us. And we booked that like massive house. It was where the lime burns happened, okay? That was the last time we were in Tulum. But we had rented this like, huge house with a big pool. It was amazing. And I think it was either like $1,300 or $1,500 a night, but split between 16 people. Like it was it was amazing. And they oh my God, they had the option for a chef. If you wanted to have a chef make you breakfast, it was $150 for the whole group for a breakfast. Like it was pretty crazy. Like the option, and it's because now, especially even like since 2019, since we've been here, there's so many more buildings, there's so many more options for Airbnbs, and you can find some great places, and everything's just beautiful. And oh God, yeah, it feels good to be back. We love Tulum, and that's why we booked an Airbnb versus the all-inclusive. So yeah, speaking of all-inclusive, speaking of food, ya gal's hungry and I need to make some lunch. So let me show you our little health station. Some of you are going to hate this, and I'm sorry, but this is part of doing the program and the meal plan, okay? We packed our scale. Got to make sure we're getting the carbs, the protein, all that good stuff in. Packed my whey isolate protein. Packed the flavors of pre-workout, which has been very necessary. Packed some grenade bars for snacks. We've got all our supplements and whatnot. Also packed our greens. Not sponsored, but it still tastes like bun. I was also, oh my God, speaking of that, I think it would be so funny because I know, like, literally the Athletic Greens ads run everywhere. Like, it's all I get on TikTok. It's all I see is, like, their own ads. But I think it would be so hilarious if they, dear Athletic Greens, if you were to ever sponsor me and let me say that it tastes like butt, I think that would be hysterical. Anyway, until then, making oatmeal. So we've got our oatmeal that we bought here and the protein. We are unfortunately out of berries. We did have berries to go with this, but we're out. We didn't buy enough in our initial grocery shop, so we're just gonna have oatmeal and maybe we'll have some veggie or something later, but how cute is this little pot? It looks like cafeteria or prison slop that you would see in a movie, but I promise it tastes better than it looks. All right, guys, we finished eating. Decided to go take ourselves out to get some coffee. We're gonna go on a little scoot ride. Oh my gosh, actually, this is really disgusting, but I literally haven't washed my hair since we've been here, and my hairspray is literally starting to build up on my hair. But I've just been like loving and rocking the slick bun, okay? If you missed it, I did show you my updated, much simpler version of how I've been doing it, aka literally just hairspray. In one of my last videos, I'll link it here for you, but figured I'd show you my outfit of the day. My blue H&M shirt, aka one of the best purchases I've ever made, ever. It just forever keeps on giving. I've got a little black bralette, and then I actually bought this jersey maxi skirt from LPA, and I just thought that it would be a really nice, like, I have that dressed up cargo kind of version that I've been wearing so much lately, but this is like nice because it's stretchy and it will like absorb any sweat, whatever. And I like that it's like fully to the ground, which I think is a nice little vibe. So that's my outfit for the day. Let's go show you our moped and go get some coffee. Here she is. Ain't she beautiful? They literally have like bikes and mopeds like at the Airbnb to rent. So we literally just rented it from the office here. And it's so cute. They were like, do you want one of those? Or do you want a cute blue one for 200 pesos more? And we were like, obviously the cute blue one. Isn't it cute? Can this fit over my bun? No! Now the reason why
we got the moped is because the taxis in Tulum, it's like shocking how much they charge. The one night we went down for dinner, they charged us $50 US to go from here down to the beach. It's about 7 kilometers? Yeah. Yeah. It was a 12 to 14 minute drive. And so then, you guys, I mean, listen, do we insert the photo of our feet? I don't know. We refused. We were like, this is absolute madness. So we walked back. We walked home after dinner, which is fine. We needed our steps anyway. There's no sidewalks. There's no sidewalks, okay? We walked on this street 8 kilometers, 7 or 8 kilometers back instead of paying for it. And so the next day we're like, it, we're renting a moped and we're not paying these taxi prices, so. I've just got to say, life is better on a moped, especially if you're the passenger princess. Okay, so first stop, we've come to the market. Like I said, we were out of berries. We should have just done this earlier, but I hope they have berries. I don't even know if they will have berries. There's no berries. I mean, they have literally everything else, but the only place that we had found berries was the really big supermarket that's just right on the edge of the main street when you're entering Tulum. They have kiwis. Want some kiwis? I'm down for kiwis. They have plums too. Got the goods. And this little area is called Aldea Zama. And like, I don't remember any of this being here when we were here last. Like, it all seems like new buildings. There's tons of restaurants, tons of cafes. There's like houses, apartments, like so much new. There's yoga studios, little markets. Like, it's like a whole little town within the Tulum town. I mean, maybe we just didn't explore here. I don't know what was here, but last time we were just doing Main Street, so. That's so cute. Wow, look at this table. That's beautiful. Sure.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Strong. The coffee was like really intense cold brew. Warning, if you don't like strong coffee, don't go there. But anyway, the other night, Dan and I, we went out for his birthday dinner, obviously, and we drove past this pizza place. Chow something. Checkpoint Chow. And we were like, sourdough pizza? We simply must try it. So we've come for like lunch, afternoon snack, whatever. We're gonna come see what the pizza is about. Oh, wow.
This is the chita.
Wow, okay.
It looks so good. So good. Okay, so sourdough pizza, absolute winner. It was so good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Sorry that we are eating pizza while here, but you know, when you have a craving, you have a craving, okay? And it's right next to this Delic hotel. I think these are all like literally hotel rooms, but they have a beach club. So we were like, can we just go look? Can we go walk down and look at the beach? And he was like, yeah, go for it. We're like, thank you. So here we are. Good morning. Good morning. It's a very cloudy day. It's all rain and clouds on the forecast this morning. So we thought that we were going to be taking you for a little like beach club moped adventure today, but alas, the sun is not here. So I am so sorry. So instead, we're going to go for breakfast. And I just got dressed. I'm wearing my little Lily Lotan tank that I've had and worn endlessly. And the white pants, my white pants, I'll show you guys full after, but these are one of the pairs that I got tailored to fit. So that's nice, I can actually wear them again, thrilling. I wanted to show you, I literally packed 5,000 sunscreens on this trip. So let me show you the ones I packed for face. I have my ultraviolet Supreme screen. This is just like the plain sunscreen that I have. Then I have the La Roche-Posay tinted one. And then I also packed a Supergoop glow screen, which I'm not gonna lie, since I've been like using these ones, this one's kind of here, but it's nice for like a glowy option under makeup always, obviously. And it's a cute little travel size. So those are the face sunscreens that I packed. And then obviously like I have on my skincare. Oh my god, I didn't even notice. Oh, my Aesop, my Aesop fragrance. All the words are coming off. Crazy. I'm loving this one so much. I've been absolutely bathing in it. Washed my hair. This is the first time I've washed my hair all week. And I just put it in a loose braid so it can kind of sit and do its thing while I have the helmet on for the moped. LOL at the mic, but here's the fit. Here's what I'm wearing. And let's go get some breakfast. We're actually going to Del Cielo, which is one of our favorite spots. When we were in Tulum, actually a number of times, we've gone to Del Cielo. It's really good breakfast. I know that there's so many other places that we could technically try, but we haven't been back to it yet, so we wanted to go. It's really good. There's so many people waiting. We can't. I don't know. We're gonna go back to the Aldea Zama area and try and find a brunch spot. So, JK, back on the moped. We've been driving around for the last 2 days on this moped, and my hips have been dying because I've just been putting my feet on this little non-existent ledge, only to now discover that there's little foot. What do you got? I was about to say foot handle. Pegs? For your feet! Anyway, we found a place to go for brunch, so hopefully they have a spot. So we finished breakfast and just stopped at another coffee shop. We actually came here on one of the first days. It was Bruno Coffee, and it's right in this cute little walking area, and their coffee's really good. But we're truly just basking, guys. It continues to be a cloudy day. It's not raining, so thank goodness for that, but it's definitely not like a beach day. Like there's a little bit of a wind, there's a chill in this cloudy air, you know? Sorry that this isn't deeply eventful for the vlog, but we're just having good chats and having good coffee and living in this slow Tulum way. Well, hi everybody. Hello. I'm home and I'm covered in slime apparently. I'm so sorry. Listen, we expected to have a lot more for this Tulum vlog, but we really didn't get the good weather that we were anticipating. We had like 3 full days of clouds and rain, so our fun little beachy sunshine cenote adventures were kind of a bust. So I am sorry about that, but we are home now and we had a great time, and Dan had a very lovely 30th birthday, so thanks to everyone who gave him some B-Day love. It was so nice. So we're home now and back to regular scheduled programming. And I just wanted to say thank you so much, you guys, for all of the love and the comments that you guys have been sending my way on, really on Instagram, especially while we were in Tulum. And I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to talk about the program and sit down and have a chat with you. So for those of you who don't give a damn about the program, then now's your chance to click away, because I don't want to talk about this all the time. Like, I do just want to answer your guys' questions, have a blab about it, and then go back to normal content. I don't know. So if you've missed the last couple vlogs where I've like very briefly mentioned it, I've kind of had a little winter hibernating. So mid-November, I think my first day was November 14th, I signed up for a program called DIY Body, and I found this through Dan. Basically, he has followed the founder forever. We have a few mutual friends, and that's how Dan knows about it. They're a company based in Kamloops here in British Columbia. And it's basically an online coaching and nutrition platform. I think their main like specialty is in like bodybuilding, which is definitely not my realm, but they do a lot of like lifestyle fitness and nutrition coaching. So the one day I've been feeling frustrated. Like I had been doing my own workouts for the better part of the last year, and I just wasn't seeing any progress. I felt really frustrated with not knowing actually what I should be doing. I was just like referring to TikTok and YouTube and kind of like creating my own workouts on a whim without actually knowing. You kind of just like see a lot of opinions and you try to soak up as much information as you can. But I just felt like I really needed to take that next step and go to a professional. And I've already said this before, but it was just a lot more like financially feasible to do online coaching versus like what it would cost to have someone at home, like hiring a personal trainer and or hiring a nutritionist as well. So this was a nice little like bundled up all in one. And basically the one day we were literally sitting here, it was actually when my brother was visiting, when Riker was here. And Dan sent me this transformation from their page and was like, babe, look at this transformation. This is crazy. Like, this is what you could do. And I was like, you're right. I'm doing it. I literally submitted my application and had started it that next Monday. So I basically had a little wintertime hibernation. I haven't talked about it a lot, but I signed up for a 4-month program. So it's actually done March 1st. I'm not even technically done my 4 months. Or is it March 1st? I don't know the exact end date. Anyway, I signed up for 4 months, and it's been 4 months of following a very strict workout and diet protocol. So it's been a lot of hard work. And like I've kind of mentioned in the videos coming back into the new year, I just feel like I've had a really, really intense like mindset and lifestyle transformation from it. So what I wanted to get from signing up with DIY Body was just more knowledge, help, and understanding what my workouts should be, what my diet should be for me, my body type, my lifestyle. I did want to have progress. My goal is absolutely to be strong and ripped. I have been saying this for years, but I have always wanted I just want to look like I work out. I've always joked about how I want biceps. Like I just want to live as healthy as possible and be strong for as long as possible in my life. And that has just been the overarching goal for me. And, I really want to be like really strong in my life. I want to be mobile. I want to be active. If I have kids someday, like I want to be sprinting past them. I just want to be a strong person. And there's so much benefit to focusing on your health in your life, and it's just been a huge focus for me. And I felt like I needed a source. I needed someone who has all that knowledge and a professional in the space to help me get there, because I just wasn't getting there by myself. And I just wanted to say that I'm not going to be sharing the full details of my program for many reasons, XYZ. I signed a contract saying that I wouldn't. I can't just like screen record my app and share all aspects of it. It is something that I have paid for. This is something that I'm doing for myself personally. I'm not doing this for content. However, we did have a little chat with Don, the owner. So thanks so much to Don. He's been very sweet, and he thought that my last comments were funny, and he said, don't worry, you won't be sued. So, but I also don't think it's beneficial for me to share, and I'd be doing you a disservice, because like I struggled before by just following random clips on YouTube and TikTok and not actually doing something that's catered for me, I wasn't seeing progress. So I could tell you guys the things that I'm doing, but it's not going to be helpful, because you might have different bits in your lifestyle and need different things, and everybody is different. And I shouldn't be a resource for you because I am not a professional. I don't have all the knowledge. And even some of your guys' messages, I'm like, I don't have the answer to these questions. My program changes all the time. Like I have a coach who's guiding me through this and changes things, and my workouts change, and my diet plan changes. Like there's a lot of things and moving parts that are different all the time. And that is the beauty of like having signed up for this online coaching, is that I have someone who can hold me accountable and who can also watch my progress closely and change what needs to change. So I'm not that resource for you guys. However, I have really had a lot of fun, and I've seen a lot of progress already in the last couple of months doing this. So I do want to share a few things that have made the biggest impact for me and the biggest difference for those of you who want to know and who might find that helpful. A little disclaimer: if you don't want to hear about like diet and whatnot, I obviously don't want to be the cause of any like triggering, or, I know this can be a sensitive topic for a lot of people. So just know that's not my intention here. And I'm simply having a change in my life, and we're talking about health here, becoming stronger, all that good stuff. I don't want to be offending anyone with this topic, so please let that be my disclaimer. If that was, I'm not a professional, okay? But I do want to say the biggest thing, the biggest change for me has been diet. My progress, I'm going to say, like, yes, the workouts are very important. Strength is a huge part of it. But when they say it's like 80% diet, 20% workouts, like it's so true. The biggest change and the hardest part for me has been the diet. And obviously, like, you know, in order to lose weight, have a body recomp, build muscle, lose fat, blah, blah, all that good stuff, I've needed to be in a calorie deficit. So I have been in a deficit. I was so nervous about starting the meal plan. I was so nervous about the calorie deficit just from like things that I've seen on the internet and what you hear about it. I was like so scared. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be so hungry. I don't want to be hungry. And I've just had the complete opposite experience. And I think it's because I was so unaware of what like my portion should be. I was like, you know, you see so much on the internet, like, oh, to lose weight, to gain muscle, you need to have no carbs, cut out the carbs, carb killers, and eat all the protein, blah, blah. And it's been the complete opposite for me. So just obviously getting help with the coach and figuring out the meals and the plans that work for me. I'm like eating whole foods and huge meals, and I'm not hungry. I am satiated and getting all the things I need. And there's so much, again, on the internet that says like, oh, carbs are terrible, and just having that kind of like subconsciously programmed. And, you know, I'm just eating so much bread and pasta and feeling amazing for it. So that was a huge shocker for me, was having the higher carb. That was something I wasn't anticipating with the meal plan, but it's been obviously, you need energy. You need energy to be working out. So that was a huge, huge shock for me. And that's been really fun. I'm so enjoying the meal prep, and obviously like I'm happy to share the meals that I'm making, and I'm happy to do that for those of you who are interested. Obviously, if you follow me on Instagram, I do post more of that daily stuff there. So if that's something you guys want to see, like my weekly meal preps and whatnot, so happy to share that. Just let me know in the comments. Now, as far as like the actual number of calories, obviously that's going to be different for everyone. That is my like cutting phase, I guess, and I expect that to go up. However, I don't know. I'm leaving that in the hands of my coach. She tells me, hello, Casey. Oh my God, sorry. Yeah, Casey's my coach at DIY Body. And, you know, that is monitored as we go. I will say, though, in the mornings, I am a black coffee hoe now. And I just wanted to say that the dedication to the meal plan can be very hard. You know, we're doing a lot of meal prep. I literally like carry my meals around with me when we go out with friends and family, like traveling. You have to be very, very diligent about what you're packing and tracking and keeping tabs on. And I think the biggest thing has been just soaking up the knowledge for that, monitoring how I feel. And again, yeah, just having a meal plan where you're eating a lot more like good whole food and less processed things. You really do feel better for it. And obviously like a huge part of that has been cutting out alcohol too, and cutting out a lot of sugar. And, you know, it's tough. I'm trying to stick to it as much as possible, but I also love to enjoy life. And so, you know, obviously when we travel and like have special occasions and whatnot, like I'm eating what I want, but just being more aware of how I'm preparing at home and yeah, what my meals look like, and making them as like satisfying and still delicious as possible. So just in terms of seeing progress, it's 100% the diet for me. The diet has been the biggest change. So yeah, obviously everything else is important, but like you want to see progress and you actually start like tracking and seeing what you're eating. For me, it was a very big wake up call to how much of my like discomfort and like stomach problems and whatever in life were caused by what I was eating and how much I was eating. Like I just had no idea. I had no concept of what healthy eating actually looked like. Even though I thought I did, I didn't have any concept of it. So that's been a huge, oh my God, it's been a huge learning curve. So diet, 1000%, most important thing. The next thing has been the steps. And for those of us who work at home and perhaps don't leave our house a whole lot, the steps has been like the second hardest thing for me. So I started out, I needed to get 10,000 steps a day. Now I'm at 11,000 steps. She was like, we should push you up to 12. And I'm like, listen, I'm struggling with the 11K a day, okay? Let me live. But the steps is a huge thing. Like Dan and I are spending so much time on this treadmill getting our friggin' steps in per day. And I do look forward to the spring when we can go back to doing our outdoor walks in the park. But yeah, the steps has been a huge part of this health plan. The steps every day, hitting that every day. Oh my God, those girlies who work from home and they have a little walking pad, that's so brilliant. I've been trying to find some like laptop attachment for our Peloton treadmill, because that would be so nice to just be getting your emails done and being able to walk. But yeah, the steps has been the hardest daily change. That's a tough one. So yeah, the steps has been another huge aspect to this plan. And then the third thing is obviously just like sticking out to a workout plan. And again, when I was left to my own devices and not being held accountable by a coach that I have to like plug everything into, I was like, damn, I really do like skip a lot of workouts. Like I was sticking to my workout plan, but the amount of like days that would go in between or be like, oh, I'm too tired today, I'll do it tomorrow. Like I just realized how much I wasn't actually sticking to a workout plan before. So yeah, having a workout plan and sticking to it. The first 2 months of my plan, I had 2 rest days, 2 leg days, 2 upper body days, and 1 full body. Then in the new year, I switched to a new workout plan, and I have 3 leg days, 2 upper body days, 2 rest days. And each of those days, obviously, you have to be hitting your step goal. And then I have 4 days of cardio per week. And you know, it's technically low intensity cardio that I have, but obviously Dan and I have been playing tennis, and that's been our way to like have our time together, but also getting both of our cardio goals. So that's what we've been doing for our cardio. If you have a treadmill, if you have a bike, if you just go for a hike, you know, there's many different ways that you can be getting those cardio goals. And so that's my workout split right now for those of you who are interested. And it was pretty much like a lot of the same moves that I was doing. You know, my leg days, it's like you have lunges, hip thrusts, blah, 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 all that good stuff. You don't have to make your workouts so complicated. Like you can just Google the basic like compound movements, strength training, what have you. But the biggest thing is sticking to it and then obviously increasing your weights over time, which I've struggled with. Oh, I get nervous. I get nervous when I'm doing it by myself and I'm like, I have to add more to my hip thrust. Like what if I break my back? But holding yourself accountable and sticking to your workouts. Again, when we're traveling, that can always be a little bit more difficult. But yeah, that's it. Again, 2 rest days a week. I was like, wow, this is like vacation. It's so nice. But the 3 leg days is a lot. The 3 leg days I'm struggling with right now. I have a leg day today and I'm like, ugh. Anyway, other than that, that's pretty much been it. Those are the 3 big things. The meal plan, getting my steps in every day, and then sticking to a consistent workout plan. So that's pretty much been it. I really hope that answers any of the questions. I hope that gives insight into what I've been doing. And again, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of your sweet, sweet comments and messages. I do feel like, without being dramatic, I do feel like this has changed my life and changed how I feel, like inside and outside. But also, like, you guys know, like lighting is a big thing, you know? I'm waking up feeling good. I am seeing physical changes, but obviously, like in the morning when you wake up, like obviously that's when you feel the most ripped. But the second you eat a meal, that goes away, you know? So take everything online with a grain of salt, always. But that has been the program, everybody. That's the program I'm doing. Hopefully that's a good overview of what the workout and training and all that looks like. So like I said, I'm not going to be talking about this all the time. I don't want to inundate you guys with the program references, but it has been a huge focus. And it's something that we've been doing every day for the last few months. So yeah, my 4 months will be up soon, but you do have the option to extend for the year. So I think obviously like a lot of people sign up to have like a transformation and a before and after, but I really want to learn and do what I can with this to have these long-term habits. So Dan signed up for the year, so I'm definitely going to be extending for the year just to see how I can, you know, maintain this healthy lifestyle and incorporate it into my day, because I just felt like 4 months wasn't enough. 4 months wasn't enough. I'm like, I don't want to be left to my own devices again. I'm like, no, I'm not ready. I don't know enough. What do my workouts look like after this? You know, there's more I want to do. So yeah, I'm going to be sticking with Casey as my coach and keeping up with the DIY body program and see where it takes me. So that's an update for you guys. There's my blab. I hope that this helped and gave you insight into the program. So I feel so awkward like sitting here having this chat, but you guys, I'm going to leave it there. And I hope this wraps it up. And obviously if there's anything else you guys want to know, anything you want to see in upcoming videos, always let me know in the comments down below. But we're going to be back at it, my friends. If you made it through this blab, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. I love you all, and I'll see you very, very soon for a new video. Bye!